here we are. And I am reasonably sure that this one is number 12 or 14 or yeah. Okay, it's working. I promise, it's working. Let's set up a little demonstration first. So for green side, yeah. For green side, we'll set up this. Okay, here we go, demonstrate. If we have an item like Redstonia that we definitely don't want to go, we'll toss it and it'll get dropped and it'll pass through its filter. Anything that's in the filter in the first one is definitely going to go in the right direction. What if it's not in the filter? For example, let's make sure I didn't filter coal. Yeah, I didn't filter coal. Okay, if it's not in any of the filters at all, none of them. That was interesting. It will bypass the first filter, bypass the first dropper if it's not there. It'll skip the second one because it's not there, skip the third, the fourth, and when it gets to the fifth, it'll say, okay, this direction is filtered. This direction has no filter. This is the only other choice I have. And it'll go that way. And there we are. I could probably make it a little simpler just by having a belt go this way, but I like this way. I like the way it's set up. So all we have to do now is lay out some belts. And I'm going to use scaffolding underneath it to kind of, you know, give it some kind of support. That means I gotta go craft it. Be back in a sec. Okay, we have some scaffolding. Scaffolding, a miner's best friend. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and bring this off to the side. I had not considered how this would look right next to that being used as trim. Like, if that's going to make it look weird. Huh. Anyway, let's go, Cal. Go. 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 Move it. I just realized how bad that looked. Alright, go. Move. I can bump you when I'm ducking, right? Cal. Cal. Listen, man. This is going to hurt you. And it's not going to hurt me. But it's going to save you. Don't get on there again, Cal. Snow Cow, how long have we been together? Would you say 20-something episodes now? Almost 30? Be a good Snow Cow. Alright, so I guess we can just have it drop straight down. Like that. It'll still get filtered and then go that way. Where is our hammer? So now, shift, there we go. And then another one like that. We'll rotate it. Yes. Yes, that's what we want. And then I guess it needs to go up one more. The level of the belt does. Let's see. There we go. And like that. Excellent. You did this to yourself, Snow Cow. Alright. So, we just have to do a little more belt. And we're going to be really close to having a nice looking ore processing system laid out. Like that. Like that. Yeah. No. Don't pull me. I'm busy here, dude. Don't pull me around. Okay, looks good. So all we have to do is start setting up our filters, and from now on, items that come through here will automatically get filtered out. The ones that we want to crush up, they'll all go over that way. There we are. There we go. They'll all go over this way. The ones that we don't want to get filtered, I mean the ones that we filter away, they will all go over here and they'll just get stored. They'll just go straight to storage. I think probably what we'll do later also is we'll have some kind of output here on the side of the building, and that'll just run a belt straight in there. What in the world? Oh, because it has a conveyor at the top. That's right. Yeah, scaffolds are not a full block, so if you have anything on them at all, you're going to have a lot of trouble getting through it. So anyway, yeah, this will be another input, like that. And this is where everything will go after it gets processed and smelted. And it will come in and join the rest of the flow and come straight down here and get stored. Excellent. I almost forgot. I wanted to experiment using these things as a kind of a support to make it look nicer. If we can get under here again. There we go. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, I thought it might look a little bit nicer than just having scaffolding go straight down to the ground. So for example, right here, we could go like that. Didn't I say before we were going to have like a road going through here? That may be a little bit difficult. This will work. I mean, we can get our head under here. So that's kind of part of what I was planning. I wanted to leave enough room for our head to go under there. That doesn't really make it look any better, does it? Not really. So we'll just take that with us. What about a fence? What does a fence do? It does nothing. And that got belted. Yeah. Get our fence back. And get our beef back. Wow. Sky Cow dropped 3 beef. And no leather. Stingy. Blizz attack. Don't think so. And while we're at it, might as well keep this guy from creeping up on us. Aww. It's not loaded. Oh, creeper hole. This is the first one near our new base. I'll fill that in. I'll fill that up here in a minute. Alright, so now it is time for a test to see if the system works. See if it's doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, don't give them to me. Yes, good. Good. So far, that's kind of what we expect, right? Like, that's all the same ore. Nothing too interesting there. There goes the iron ore. It's skipping the first one and getting sucked into the second one. Good. How much more iron ore is there? Let's take most of these out so they go a little more quickly. Let's try tossing in a couple of items that don't belong in here. Okay, good. Those are getting filtered out. You can see them kind of jumping to the very last one. That's a weird, probably like a graphical bug or something. Don't know. But they got filtered out correctly. All the stuff we're supposed to mine is going in there. This is working really well so far, aside from how it kind of glitches right here. We could probably correct some of that by spacing these out, but I don't know, that would look kind of ugly. Toss those in just for good measure. Yeah. So I guess we should go see how our storage system is doing too, just to make sure it's handling everything properly. Leather came. Oh, that's where the leather, because we killed the cow on the belt. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So 8 redstone and 6 blocks. I see. 6 blocks and 8 redstone. So if I do this, yeah, the blocks will go up and the dust won't. I see. Well, that looks pretty good. I haven't thought of iron ingot. You're supposed to be... Oh, because I took all of it. That's why. Yeah. So it's actually working pretty well. That we switch you out, because that just makes sense. You're vanilla, so let's put you closer to vanilla stuff. Yeah, so it's filtering itself out using the belts. Pretty awesome. Yeah. So now we've got a fully 100% functioning sorting and storing and at least pulverizing system. We don't have it actually doing smelts yet, but we'll get there. That'll be one of the, well, that'll be one of the things we do eventually. Alrighty, so how about we try taking some of this stuff and dumping it and seeing if it will process correctly. Let's see, sort. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why, but it's a little hard to hit the inventory tweaks buttons sometimes. For some reason, it's not properly overlaying whatever recipe is shown over here on the side. Kind of frustrating. Oh, we're just short. Oh, wait, we can do this. There we go. Okay, so this will be a really good test. We don't have draconium in our system so far. So this will be a pretty good way to test how well the system is working. I can't remember if I've shown you this already, but I've added some other items to filters here. And part of that was to see if we could get rid of the whole items glitching all the way to the end really quickly. So here we go. Empty it out. Good, good, good. And while we're watching this, I'll go ahead and tell you the next thing we're going to be working on is going to be in this space right here. And I'll give you a hint. It involves loading and unloading resources here. I kind of have an idea of how I want to do this. I have no idea if it's going to work though. I really hope it's going to work. I have no idea. None at all. So let's try tossing one piece of draconium in there. Yeah, so that one did glitch all the way down to the end, but it went out the correct way, so that's good. Let's see. Yeah, so we can stick this wooden crate on here. There we go. That should empty everything in there. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and work on another project, sort of related to this one. And once we get it up and running, that's going to take a while, isn't it? That's the only thing. This loading and unloading process is going to take a while. And it's based on the hopper right now. I think if we had an ESD, it would go a lot faster. And now that I say that, ESD, I'm really enjoying using ESDs. I'm really enjoying using them. They're just so useful. It's like a hopper except 10 times better. I guess the only downside to an ESD is you have to have a chest or something like that attached to them. Because if you don't, they don't have an inventory themselves that you can just stick items into. I don't think you can. Let's see. Oh, you can, but it's just that one slot. So if you have a hopper, you got 5 slots to stick stuff into. So yeah, that's south. Outbound. South. Inbound. Up. There we go. Nothing's moving. So that stuck a whole stack. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's moving it. It's just not showing up in the ESD's inventory. Okay, diamonds. Ha! I like how the items bounce a little bit as they come down here. Excuse me. Yeah, and I may end up adjusting this a little bit again. Like I may stick the drawer controller maybe up here even, just a bit higher, so that I can get it up off the ground. We'll see. I don't know. Alrighty, so let's go get the scary axe. Get the scary axe to clear some land with. Yeah, I can feel a cough coming. Hopefully it doesn't, but I can feel it. Yeah! Really? Even when I expect it, I'm not expecting it. Wahahaha. Oh, I guess that's another advantage of an ESD, and that is it won't suck items out of the world. There have been several times where I've had an item that I knew was going to fall, and then I thought to myself, oh, I hope that doesn't hit that hopper over there and end up inside the machine. Apples. But then sometimes you might want the yeah, you may want the item to go into a hopper. Love that. Ugh, awesome. If my voice sounds a little bit different than it did earlier, I'm actually recording this segment of the episode at a different time. So it's been a little while since I recorded the other one. And I've slept since then. And I've eaten since then, and yeah. I think if I remember last time I was recording, I was really tired too. So my voice was probably a little strained or whatever from that. Okay, so here's why we're clearing this out. We're going to do a little bit more with the mod Archimedes ships. Yes, indeed. And there are a couple of blocks in particular from Archimedes. I said Archimedes ships again. Davinci's vessels. There we go. Davinci's vessels. There's a couple of blocks that we're going to use from that mod, and there's also a block from actually additions that we're going to use. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I see a zombie in the distance. He's wearing butter pants. No! No, not butter pants. Run away. Ugh. Yeah, so these two blocks, I guess I can go ahead and explain them. We need to craft them. Beltazed. Beltazed. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the two blocks are the shore buffer, and actually, yeah, and the sticky buffer. I think that's it. No, it's the anchor point. The shore buffer and the anchor point. Let's go ahead and make the anchor point before. Wow, that's 14 iron. That's a lot of iron. Yeah, that's half the iron we have sitting here. And what was the rest? 2 redstone. Oh, it's a stupid squid. I knew I heard something. Oh, my redstone's all gone. Of course it is. Well, thankfully we have unlimited redstone. I still need to come back and pretty up this undergarden here. It's as ugly as possible at the moment. Alright. There we go. 3? How did I get 3? Sounded like I only picked up 2. Alright, anchor point. So that's the first item. The anchor point works together with the shore buffer. And that's a floater and an ink sac. Floater is wool and wood. Easy enough. Easy enough. Yeah, we have more than enough string. We're not even really harvesting it anymore. We've got more than enough. There, and there. There, and there. Really? Does it have to be certain kinds of wood? Shore buffer. Floater. Floaters will cause your ship to travel through the water higher up. So you know how our submarine, when we're driving it around, water is like just below our chin, and it's kind of distracting looking. We could add that. Excuse me. We could attach a bunch of floaters to it, and it would rise higher. I don't think that will. I don't think that will affect its ability to be a submarine. I think it can still submerge just fine. And I want to say there's an opposite to the floater. Floater sinkers, right? Something like that. Don't know. Maybe they took it out. But anyway, a log, maybe it has to be in a 3x3 grid. Go? No? Really, it just can't be spruce wood. Killing me. So there's no ore dictionary. It can either be acacia wood or oak wood. Why? Why? Dark Evil Mac, why would you do that? Okay, so let's see if I can find some other wood. Sure. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to run around to see if we can find something besides spruce. Oh look, I found an oak tree out here in the wilds. Just waiting for me to chop it down. What great luck I had finding an oak tree. Yeah. Perfect. Alright. Scary Axe. You've done your job, Scary Axe. You've chopped down a bunch of trees, and you've also scared me. So, good job. Really? It's all spruce wood. I planted an oak. I got spruce. Alright. Back in a second. Oh look, I just happened to find a piece of dirt with one oak sapling on it in this near ocean biome. How lucky for me to find it accidentally right when I needed it. Yeah. Now if only this thing would grow. Come on, buddy. You're a good little tree, aren't you? Good little tree. You want to grow up into a big, strong tree. Now die. You've served your purpose. Yeah. Alrighty. So, you know what? Let's just go ahead and craft it. Yeah. That's a floater. And then I think we needed an ink sac to finish the recipe. We have ink sacs. Yes, we do. We have ink sacs. Let's see. Shore buffer. Go. Okay. So these are the 2 blocks that we need. Let's go over here to demonstrate. So the shore buffer. Oh, you know what? Oh, I hope that's what I was looking for. The shore buffer is a block that will never, ever connect to your airship or any Davinci's vessel ship. It will never do it. Sorry, I'm trying to position something here. And because it will never do that, you can create a platform out of it, and then you can safely land your ship on it. And whenever you form it back into an airship, it won't try to connect, half of your base, like what happened to me one time. So it's useful for that. As I understand, it also works with the anchor. I want to say it works with the anchor. Let's see here. So let's move our mining ship over there. Might as well. All right. Whoops, facing the wrong way here. Now the anchor, the purpose of the anchor is to make it easy to park your airship in exactly the same place every time. Every single time, exactly down to the block, exactly where you want it to go. If you've ever played with the mod, you know that that can be a little tricky. That can be, wrong hotkey. That can be a little tricky. Yeah, so hey, I didn't fall off. So to help with that, they produced the anchor. So let's see here. I think we can put it right here. Well, that doesn't look good. Oh, harvest with an axe. Interesting. It's in the middle of the block. That's weird. So I don't really want to stick it on the bottom. Okay, so we'll compromise by doing this. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so you right click on it. Ah, I see, we're going to need another anchor. Oh. Switch mode, ship anchor. Okay, so switching the mode back and forth. Ship anchor it's telling it, hey, you're going to be a part of the ship. You're going to be the part that the ship is going to carry around. You're going to be looking for the other anchor to pair with. You're going to be looking for a world anchor. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Number 2. I don't know. It's been a while since I recorded. We'll call that number 1. We'll call it number 1B for part B of the episode. Okay, so obviously we're going to have to craft another one of those anchors. I won't make you watch that. I'll just go ahead and take care of that off camera. Okay, so now that I've crafted another anchor and used up almost all of the iron we have left, because everything takes iron to craft. Yeah. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and place this sucker down. Why not? Why not? And let's go ahead and move the airship a little bit closer. Closer. There we go. You don't even have to be on the ship. As long as you can reach the helm, you can form it into a ship. Okay. Like this. Like that. I think we should probably try to center it better. That's a little better. Yeah, a little bit better. So let's go ahead and try to park right here. See how we did. Almost. Sort of, kind of, close-ish. Close-ish. Yeah, whatever. So we've got our ship anchor. Can we name this? Can we? Anyway, this one will be a world anchor. No relations. So I think maybe what we need to do is break it and stick it in here and say link. There we go. And now we'll put it back down, and it's related to such and such and such and such. Okay, so now those two are linked up. So here's where the beauty of them comes into play. We should now be able to park the ship, a little bit differently, and have it snap into that place instead. So we'll move it over here. We're derping. Why are we derping? Why are we? Must have run into something weird. There's a radius to how close you have to get to snap to place. I'm not quite sure what it is. But, yeah. So there we go. So, actually, that did even better than I hoped. What it does is it tries to line up the two anchors with exactly one block in between them. So every time we park the ship, it's going to be right here, exactly right here. And that's awesome. Oh, yeah, we should peel this away. Technically, some of these snow blocks are actually touching the ship because they're taking up part of the block underneath it. So yeah, we'll go ahead and clear this out to make sure that doesn't happen. Magic shovel for the win. Magic shovel for the win. Okay, so that should be pretty good for that. Make it look a little better. So that should be pretty good. Now, what's the point? Why? Why do we care? What we're working on is getting the ship to automatically unload into our sorting and processing system. So we can take the ship out, we can use our miner and fill this sucker all the way up to the brim, come back, park it, and it'll automatically unload. Sounds good, right? The problem is, if this ship touches anything, it will try to connect that to the ship the next time. So, how do you unload a ship without touching it? How are we going to unload the inventory without touching the inventory directly? Well, that's a really good question. Really good question. And in Actually Editions, there is an item, a block called the Phantom Face. The Phantom Face. I can't remember. We may have talked about these before. Anyway, the Phantom Face. What's special about the Phantom Face is that you can quantum entangle it, basically. You can link it to another block, and then you can treat the Phantom Face as if it was actually that other block. So, for example, if you link a Phantom Face with your alloy smelter, you can pump items into the alloy smelter and they will smelt up, right? You can pump cobblestone in and turn it into smooth stone. Or you can pump cobblestone into the Phantom Face and it will go into the alloy smelter and the alloy smelter will fill it up. You can also use that to empty out the alloy smelter. So you could have the alloy smelter push items out into pipes going out of the Phantom Face. I know that there are some limits on what they will or will not do, but for the most part you can treat the two blocks like they're the same. So if you've ever built, say, a mob grinder or something like that, and you thought, it's so hard to get this machine in here, I wish I could connect one more pipe to this thing without it, overlapping or having to break the wall open or something like that. And it would also be useful for a place like in here where we have all these machines, but we don't want to tear the floor out to put pipes in because that would look ugly. Oh, spider. I thought it was a creeper. Hello, spider. Hello, spider. Have some mysterious waypoint over there. So yeah, my theory is we can get a Phantom Face and we can pair it together with the storage crate on our ship, and then whenever we dock the ship, the Phantom Face will allow it to automatically start sucking items out into the system. That's the theory. This is completely untested. What is that? What is that? What? That's not base. I guess I accidentally added that one. Huh. Okay, so anyway, that's the idea. Let's get to work on it. The Phantom Face. The big problem with the Phantom Face is block of ender pearl. I think we actually have it. Okay, yeah. Wow. Our ender lilies have been really producing. Very happy with that. There we go. We also need these two empowered diamanting crystals. I think we actually have those. I think we already made. Yep, sure did. when we were making the item repairer. And then we just need a chest and an advanced coil. Chest. Do we have any coils at all? I know we had some basic ones before. I don't see them. It looks like I took all of the black quartz out of here too. For some reason. Why would I do that? That's stupid. That's really stupid. Why would I do that? So, oh, we're going to need some gold too. Gold. Oh, back in a second. Oh, look, a stack of gold right when I needed it. Okay. One of the secrets to telling a bad joke is to tell it so many times that it stops becoming funny. And then you keep on telling it, and eventually that horrible joke becomes funny again. Like, I have one joke that I told so many times that all my buddies would actually start asking me to tell the joke. It's a joke about a duck going into a hardware store. So anyway, maybe I'll tell you that joke sometime. It's like one of my favorite jokes. Clearly. So here we go. Phantom face. So that's step one. Yes. As you can see, it says range 16. So it can connect up to 16 blocks away. That's actually a really, really good range. We can probably connect to the crusher from there. That's a pretty long way. And it also says this isn't connected to anything. Well, so how do we connect it? For that, we need the phantom connector. And for that, we're going to need another 4 ender pearls, and we're going to need 2 blaze powder. I think we still have some blaze rods, so the blaze powder should not be any trouble. And luckily, once we have a phantom connector, we can reuse it. So it's not like, you know, we have to use another 4 ender pearls every time we want to entangle something. That would get out of hand really, really quickly. That would be ridiculous. Go ahead and put half of that away. Let's see. While I'm here, probably I should go ahead and make a drawer over here for wood. But, oh yeah, and a stick. 1 stick. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it here. Eye of Ender and phantom connector. Okay, so I've got my fingers crossed here. I really hope this is going to work. Here's my concern. We're going to link these 2 up right now, and it'll work. It's definitely going to work. Wait, where did our inventory thing go? We didn't break the storage crate. So where did we'll have to check in the inventory room and see if it somehow got pulled out. Yeah, anyway, so this should actually, oh, that'll connect. Let's back it up a little bit. There we go. Nice jump. Nice jump, final. Really good. Okay, so connection. Right click. Nope. Shift right click. The connection was cleared. Okay. Anyway, let's try shift right clicking on the inventory. Block stored to this connector. And then right click. Shift right click. Block connected. Okay. The connection is fine and working. So let's try sticking a few interesting items in here, including our useless shore buffer. Oops. Alright, and let's configure the ESD. So this direction should be north. North, north, north. Let's say inbound is north. And there it goes. So the ESD is pulling from the phantom face. The phantom face is connected to the inventory, and so basically the ESD is pulling from our inventory. Awesome. Quite awesome. Let's see. What you gonna do, huh? Good job. Phantom as of... There we go. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. So let's see the scary part. Wow. Did I finish my sentence a minute ago when I said my concern? My concern is, after I move the ship, is the phantom face gonna stay connected? I hope so. That'd be pretty awesome if it does. If it does, so here's my theory. It says it's connected to large storage crate at these coordinates. Well, if I move the storage crate, it's not going to be there anymore, right? And shift. Now it says the connection is obstructed. It is either not in range, not in loaded chunks, or not the right type of block for this phantom device. The block is connected to something unrecognizable. So that's fine, because right now that crate doesn't even exist, right? I mean, the block is gone. It's part of the ship entity. So let's see if we can align and disassemble. Okay, our ship is back in the correct place, and it's working. Ugh, hallelujah, it's gonna work. It's awesome. We did something awesome. Okay, so that's perfect. This is exactly what I've been hoping for. We now have a fully functioning self-unloading and processing system for our mining ship. So we can take the mining ship out, let the vertical digger mine up a whole bunch of great goodies for us, and then park it, and it'll automatically handle the rest. That is perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Oh yes. Sun's going down. Let's go ahead and reset to next day. Sneaky skeleton. Oh, come on, that was a hit. Oh well. Skeletons are a lot smarter now than they used to be, but they're also kind of dumber. Like, they like to wander out into the sun. Yeah, like that. So they're a little smarter, but they're a lot easier to fight during the day because they catch themselves on fire. Oh, look, particles. Ooh, particles. Ooh. Ooh. Ender particles. Nice. Squirrel. Squirrel. Ender squirrel. Yeah, skeletons are a little harder to fight, outside of daylight. But in daylight, they like to catch themselves on fire and then go running away. So, you actually get a lot of free hits on them in the daytime these days. That's going to do it for this episode. We got a really awesome system working out. Yeah, maybe I'll take this out and fill it up with some resources so we can demonstrate it working for next episode. Yeah, but that's going to do it for this episode. Hope it was interesting. Hope it gave you some ideas to use in your own worlds. And I'll see you next time.